It's Ginboo here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys Kino Der Toten from a different kind of perspective. I'm going to be using console commands in Black Ops to turn on Noclip, and I want to just, fly around Kino Der Toten, give you an idea of what the map looks like from where we can't usually see it, from when we're usually just playing a good old map of Kino with friends or in a pub. We just play what's inside, we just play what's in the game. However, we sometimes wonder what's outside of the map, what's under and above and behind barriers, as everyone does. So I thought I'd bring you a video similar to the Team Fortress 2 Noclip exploration I would make this a series, but that means I'd have to buy DLC. I can do Dead Ops Arcade and 5 if need be, but we're starting on Kino, the map, probably I would say the best map in zombies, one of the best maps in zombies, for many reasons, mainly just due to the atmosphere. I think the atmosphere of Kino is really good, but one thing that's weird is that it's really sunny outside. Like, it's a really sunny day, which I think is really bizarre, because when you're inside it's really depressing and dark. So let's actually start inside. I just thought I'd start outside, but here we have our zombies. I've got God mode on. I'll turn it off, turn it on again. This is obviously the spawn, and then through the barricades is out onto the road. We'll go there in a sec, but we might as well look through the spawns. So, through the darkest spawn ever, there isn't basically anything here. It's quite hard to see because it is just all blackness, but there is basically nothing there. There is somewhat of a room here, which is quite interesting, but no, that's just pure blackness. Nothing really too interesting there. In the weird sort of like container thing, we do have our Perk Bottles, which are actually quite cool. We've got Juggernog there, Quick Revive and Double Tap, that is, which isn't actually on this map, which is kind of weird, and also Speed Cola there, which is quite cool. We obviously got Quick Revive. This is inside the machine, nothing too interesting. Not a lot of stuff generally in this part of the spawn, apart from the outside bit. We'll go there in a sec, because I just want to go through the barriers. So, moving up the stairs, through this barrier we have like a second level. Now this is above the part of the level down there, which is in that other room, but on the floor below where the teleporter is. If you turn left once you open the door, it goes into this room down here, and there is like a sort of bit above it. With the character portraits, as you can see here, which are all faded out. I remember back in the day they were a good hot topic of debate and wonder, but nothing amazing up here either, behind the barricades, apart from here we've got the chairs, we've got like the seating area around here, and then we have a door which actually used to pack a punch, which is quite cool. It actually does sort of function almost. It's quite cool actually. But aside from that, there is nothing too interesting out here. This just leads to the hell is that? Oh, okay. It sort of just leads to the outside. Nothing major apart from a little spawn down there, which we'll have a look in a sec. But if we go down here and take a right through this barricade here we can see this is just a regular zombie spawn. Which again does not go anywhere, unfortunately. This, I remember ages ago when I used to play zombies on the 360 with friends. We used to play split screen, and I would always look at this room and go, oh, there's got to be something there. Look, there's a painting there. What is it? What is it? But then, unfortunately, it is nothing. Is it solid? Yeah, it is solid. I suppose because it's a zombie spawn. But most of the map actually is solid. Outside of the map is not solid for whatever reason. Probably because it's outside the map. But that's that. If we go through these doors here, you can see we've got another barricade with some more blood leading off, which just goes to nowhere. Unfortunately, we've got a couple of these sort of box things. Nothing mind-blowing in this spawn, apart from the blood, and also we've got the Grim Reaper. And we've got some kind of propaganda poster in German. So that is that. Here again, we have another barricade, the kind of blue room. With more blood going off to the right, but sadly nothing here. Unfortunately, there is nothing here. Why is that room blue though, I must admit? Because like when you're looking through, you're like, whoa, oh my god, it goes around the corner, it's blue, something around there. No, shame. It'd be cool if they did actually flesh out the spawns a little bit. That would be really interesting, just to give you some kind of reason to sort of no-clip and so forth. But here's the trap, you know, the fire trap. Nothing underneath that either. Here we have, again, like another sort of spawn thing. It's not really a spawn, but it's just like a bit of the map where... no, zombies don't come out of that, do they? Huh. That's weird. But yeah, that's there, and that just leads to sort of nothingness outside, which isn't textured. If we just fly back in. And, of course, that leads outside of it. Up here, we were just here, which is the kind of like the second level. So, let's go back here. Now, let's... I'm just trying to think. Let's go through here. So, obviously you have to turn on the power to go through here, but you can just, you know, chill. This is what it looks like, you know, when the power's off before you have... Because you have to go around the other way, obviously, because that door doesn't open. But the curtain's open when you turn on the power. This is what it looks like from the other side, which is actually quite neat. We just got like a... Like the sort of massive curtain, got a couple SWAT stickers around it. This is a very interesting area, because this is where, of course, the Nova crawlers come from. They come down from the ceiling. We'll have a look in a second where they actually do come from. But this is it. Of course, Pack-a-Punch is up here. Good old Pack-a-Punch. You have to turn on the power. These doors, this door just leads over here. But again, it's kind of cool how the door actually leads to the same door, which is quite interesting. We've got a clock. Nothing inside Pack-a-Punch. Nothing behind Pack-a-Punch, apart from some rusty old legs. We've got the portrait of the zombie and a bit of the moon rock, I think that is. I'm not... does that say Maxis? Yeah, it does. So cute. I'm not really into the zombie story. I kind of know the basics, but I'm not one of those like theorists who go really deep into it and care a lot about it. I'm sort of not one of those people, sadly. I just play it to kill stuff, but there is, you know, somewhat of a story. This is a very pointless room. Can you even see that from down here? You can't see the bottom bit. You can't see that kind of speck of white, but that doesn't lead anywhere. Here again we have another zombie barricade, which is speed coders down there. We'll have a look at this in a sec, but this kind of links with this, which is pretty interesting. This is something Treyarch do a lot in their newer Call of Duties, where they try and make sure the zombie spawns kind of have two entrances, so you can't sort of outrun them, as you can see here, because then they'll jump down here. Because if they only came out of here, then it would take them quite a long time to go all the way down, all the way through here, and then come out here. So they do kind of like make them double-sided, which I think is pretty cool. But you can see that in Toten Noclip, because there's just very basic barricades that only come out one way. That's why the map is kind of easy, but also very hard, because it doesn't have perks and it's really small, and sort of boring after a while as well. But hey-ho, here is the theatre itself. Of course, we've been up there, there's nothing too interesting up there. Nor there. Here we have some more doors, which we'll have a look at in a minute. Pack-a-Punch, we've been through. Here are the stairs again. If you want to know what's behind the seats over here, we have these little containers, which I think have the... these ones... Okay, these ones don't have the little crawlers in them. I think they're over there somewhere. But if we go up here, this is another spawn, as you can see. Two interlinked spawns that comes here where the sort of Easter egg thingy is with the moon rock. So again, another interlinking spawn, which is quite cool. And this part always reminds me of the World at War map in single player. You know, the one right before the end Russian mission, when after Chernov gets killed. The mission after that, where you have the PTRS and you're on the balcony and you're sniping them. It reminds me of this like quite a lot, actually. Especially this, how it's got that carpet with the sort of tiles on there. It does remind me a bit of that. But this doesn't go anywhere. This is an empty room. Nothing sort of mind-blowing. Apart from that is a double-ended spawn. Obviously, we've got the chandelier with a radio up here. Here's the radio. Inside the teleporter, there's nothing really. I mean, the teleporter is actually quite neat, I must admit. It's a nice-looking contraption. What does that do? Oh, I gotta turn on the power, haven't I? Let's actually turn on the power. Because, you know, hey-ho. Ding! Right, so, I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to do the barricades. The barricade's probably the most interesting bits. Here we have a red room with nothing in it. We have some sort of, like, equipment. We've got some films here. Nothing major behind here. Again, I think these are the... Yeah, these are the little barrels with the really, really low-res faces in them, as you can see here. I think they're supposed to be monkeys, but... Another barricade with, again, another red room, which doesn't go anywhere, which kind of has like a see-through wall. That's really weird. But nothing in this room, unfortunately. Apart from some books. Is this the Richtofen book? I don't know. They're so low res, you can't even read them. Which I suppose is kind of good in a way, because it's sort of Treyarch's way of hiding things. If you've ever wondered what's kind of up here, it's just a lot of these sort of like railings. There's also a ladder. I remember back in the day, people always thought there was some kind of crazy ass Easter egg to you know, pull down this ladder and then you could go up here and you could camp up here, which is actually such a good spot. Let's turn off Noclip, and unfortunately it's not solid. But even still, you know, walking up here, then if they kind of interlink these two, or there's a little gap, you had to do a jump, kind of like in Transit. You know, that would be really neat. Just to add that extra kind of layer. And here we have a door which doesn't go anywhere. But of course, when you buy this door, this leads to this sort of staircasey bit with just a lot of boxes with a lot of, you know, crap in them. I haven't got anything in them, or underneath the actual staircase itself. We have another door, which again leads to the kind of Easter egg room, and so forth. So that's that. There's nothing, you know, like majorly mind-blowing over there. It's all kind of the same sort of mesh kind of textures and stuff. These massive black boxes are the teleporters. I'll get to that in a sec. I'm just trying to do as much of the interior as possible. I think this is the last part, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Then I'll do the outside and then the teleporters and so forth. So this is a little dressing room behind the barricade. Green room, nothing, unfortunately. If we go through here, we've got speed cola here, which is good. I like a bit of speed cola. Really expensive, but quite good, quite worth the money. Here we got another spawn, which with more blood going off, but again does not go anywhere. I think we have we do have a spawn up here as well. Another blue room, which as we see interlinks with that spawn, just to kind of keep the flow of the game going. Here again, another spawn that goes downwards, and unfortunately nowhere. We got another Grim Reaper up here, and we got a load of blood that comes from here. What else have we got? We got through here. We got a toilet, which does actually have sort of stalls in it, but they're 2D and not fleshed out at all. I think that might actually be it in terms of what's inside. Oh, you got this part down here, haven't you? I completely forgot about that bit. I don't think no, it doesn't go anywhere. Nor does that. Oh, that sort of links in with that. That's kind of neat. But that's that. So we've done the inside. Now let's actually go outside of the map. So as you can see here, these oh, what the hell? Oh my, that's really creepy. But these kind of like massive sort of bright boxes, you may wonder what these are for. You know, some people think they're spawns and stuff. They're actually not. They're actually lighting. You know, inside it looks super bright when you look upwards. That's because of these boxes. If they weren't there, it would just kind of look like this, but less brighter. They're trying to make it like super bright. That is the whole point of those boxes. As you can see there, that looks really bright, and that's because that little box is there. That is not a crawler spawn, in case you think it is. It would make sense because they do come from above, but no, it is unfortunately not. If you want to know where their spawn is, I don't actually know where it is, or at least there's not something to identify where they come from, apart from these kind of boxes. So let's go over to the teleporter. I'll go back to the outside bit in a sec. But the teleporters, as you know, are these little black boxes which are out the map, and are basically, oh god, are basically here because when you teleport, what you see is this. This is what happens when you're teleporting. If I can kind of center it right, so it looks like this. So you'll feel like, oh, okay, I'm teleporting, but really, you'll just get transported to these boxes, and then you'll just be put in front, and then you'll, you know, spawn somewhere else. There's obviously 4 boxes for 4 players. You don't share the same box. You each have your own box. How cute! Got a bit of floating barbed wire there. Huh. Yeah, that's the teleport. There's nothing sort of majorly interesting about them. Just kind of interesting to see what they look like, and you can see the writing. But they're not, you know, textured like they were in Deriz. They had some sort of texture. I was gonna say Tourette's texture. That's weird. They don't have a texture. It's just pure blackness. This door, of course, leads out where the traps are to this part up here. And this is solid because zombies jump off here, I think, or they jump on here, or they do something. Yeah, but this is solid. We'll have a look in there in a second because that looks kind of neat. Of course, we've got the Easter egg room with some more barricades. You know, some Nazis been playing poker or whatever that is. Got an ace of spades there. Got a cabinet, nothing in the cabinet, and that of course goes downwards. We'll have a look out there in a couple seconds. Just gonna go through all the barricades And this leads out there, as we saw before. So, outside, as you can see here, we have some kind of a floating room. But Treyarch never like to break immersion, so even if you're down here, you can see a wall, and you can never see the floor, because the floor doesn't exist. But they made sure to hide that from you, just to, keep you nice and immersed. They don't want to break immersion. Treyarch are very good at that. They're very good at that. Again, up here, you can only see a wall, but there's not a floor, so they didn't waste space, but they're just trying to make it as believable as possible. This is Samantha's room. This is the nice Samantha room. As you can see here, we've got the figures, which was revealed to us in that Origins ending, which pissed a lot of people off, because basically it said that all of this was just her and Maxis just, taking control and playing with the figures. As you can see here, we've got Takeo, Dempsey, Nikolai, I think that is, and Richtofen. I always call him Chernov, it's just, I'm so used to it. You've got Teddy Bear, Chess. This is quite interesting, because you never actually get to have a good look around there, because whenever you got to pack a punch, you do occasionally spawn here, but you never get a good time to look around. It's quite an interesting place. What does that say? Let's go flying. It looks like Russian to me. Here we got some bear. We got the bear with the Perk Bottles, as you can see here. We've got some nice particle effects at the moment. Then we got a monkey bomb. Can't go on the bed. I wonder if the bed's actually solid. All these weird stuff that you know it's not. Yeah, we got the monkey bomb, which yeah, they are on this map, aren't they? I think they are. But look out the window, and there's basically nothing out there, as you can see. It's just sort of floating. And then, of course, we have the other Samantha's room, which is obviously the evil teddy bear rage mode one. We've got a big-ass teddy bear here. We've got an empty window, which is the other room, but it's just really messed up and emo and so forth. The characters are gone. And there's just a fat ton of teddy bears. Another Grim Reaper in a toy box. That's about it. I'm going to get out of there because that place always creeps me the hell out. Again, you can see here with all these boxes, for the lighting. And through here is one of these rooms that everyone thought like, whoa, my god, Easter egg. But no, it's just an empty room. I think it was... yeah, it was from here that you could look out and you see a room, and then everyone was just like, oh my god, how do you get to the room? And there's nothing there. We got double... oh yeah, double tap is on this map. Oh, I'm such a scrub. Oh god, what's wrong with me? That's double tap. What does that say? Something. We've got some sort of like empty interior thing here, which is kind of cool. We've got another spawn, which once again goes nowhere. I think that might be all for the actual map itself, so let's obviously have a look outside the map. Apologies for this being quite a long episode, but this map is quite big actually. 5 in that if I do it, which I probably will take a lot less time because it's a smaller map. But here we got these, cars with the super low res seats and paper and polygon-y steering wheels. We've got another kind of camper van here, trying to keep in with the kind of times of Cold War. I think it's Cold War. As you can see, they're slightly sort of oldish cars, like 60s, 70s. So they look pretty swaggy. Here we have the little dentist room, which again you sometimes spawn in. And of course you got the chair. And we just no-clip through the doors. Through here we don't really have anything. We just have some of these green filing cabinets. A really shiny-ass door, which always, makes me wonder what the hell is that. And you can see the display there as well. That's pretty cool. And through here we have the other chair with a head on the floor. If I can... oh god, that frame rate drop though. Why did I just get the biggest frame rate drop in the world? That's kind of scary. But here's, the other chair. And so forth, because when you're in here, you look out there and you just see that, but you can't even see the head, but they just put it there for, for the lols. Under the map, we got these weird sort of things, which, again, people still think are to do with Easter eggs today, but, you know what, we'll probably never know. Under the map, we've got some buildings. We have got a little hut thing here, like a little watchtower, which is actually sort of solid. Has like a barrier almost. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it does. But yeah, that's that. There's actually a door down there. That's pretty neat. But I'm pretty sure that's just one of the watchtowers they copy and pasted off the Berlin Wall map from multiplayer. Because, outside the map, they're trying not to waste space. They're trying to be as efficient as possible. So there's no need for it. And here we have the Berlin Tower, or is it like a TV tower, or it's something like that. I don't quite remember. It is a landmark in real life, and for whatever reason, it is also solid, which is really weird. So like, you know, you go in it, you disable it, and you do that, and then you've got some banging view of the map over there with the lowest frame rate. Seriously, this game just has random frame rate drops ever so often. I mean, it doesn't help that I'm using OBS, but it does get some really weird frame rate drops. Probably because it's really badly optimized, because it's obviously COD on PC, so But from here we get a good idea of how sort of small the map is, and how there's just nothing. There's no sort of, you know, like a 2D texture around it. No, none of that, lads. Instead we just got a, oh god. Oh lordy, that really hurt. Instead we just have the sky. I'm going to try and go down without dropping to about 8 frames. I don't even know why it does it. I need to get a new hard drive just so I can record to it. It'd be a lot easier. Anyway. And again we have another oldish car. And again, you know, they're not wasting space. You know, around here, of course, there's nothing there, because from here you can only see this. You know, you can only see a tiny bit of the car. So they don't try and sort of, you know, like load up the map with unnecessary crap. Which is, you know, good. It's very good. And here we have above the map, which I actually believe is solid. Yeah, it is solid, which is really weird. So that's that. We got our Nova crawlers as well. I don't know if this is. Oh, it sort of is. Okay. Can I? Oh, you can actually kill them as well. That's really bizarre. And they still blow up. Oh, that's weird. Let's just jump down here. Oh crap! I've fallen into something. But up here, these chairs are also solid. I mean, the chairs itself aren't solid, but the actual like platform, you know, whatever you're standing on, is solid, which is pretty neat. But there is also a barrier here for whatever reason, which actually teleports you back if you try and no-clip into it, which is kind of interesting. But I'm pretty sure that is it. I'm pretty sure that is all of Kino. I look under the map just in case. You never know. You have some floating items, like here, for example, which is the 5 room. We got some sort of video of. That's like the first campaign mission, I swear, isn't it? But we got the writing, all the sort of no, what's it? It's. Oh, do you know? I'm not even going to try and attempt it. It's encoded. It's coded words, isn't it? Is it? Do you know? I don't even know. I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to embarrass myself. We have the 5 room. I don't even, you know, like remember spawning in here, like sort of at any point in the game. Who is that? That looks kind of familiar, or somewhat familiar. I don't know. Again, I'm not going to say I was going to say a certain someone, but then again, I'm just going to embarrass myself. There is no sort of point in me doing that. We have some blueprints for Ascension, so they were very clearly hinting at a rocket kind of map. We got some actually surprisingly high-res documents, if I can get over to them. We can actually sort of see the pictures, presumably of some kind of base or place. You can see it sort of looks like an airfield. We've got some folders. Again, just so low-res you can't read it, but hey-ho. We've got a nice hole in the wall over here, which again has been made to look super bright by these boxes, which is really kind of cool. It's not just, you know, the sunlight, it is these. It's almost like a false lighting, which is pretty neat. I'm just trying to think, what have they not covered? I'm pretty sure this is everything, to be honest with you. There's some kind of like weird housing. I never understood the point. I suppose it's because it's a stage or something. I don't really know. But I'm pretty sure that might actually be it. Just trying to think if there's any major sort of places. I actually think there are. But as always, if I did miss something, leave it in the comments, and I'll do my best to go back and have a look and do a little follow-up. I might even make a whole dedicated video to it, or simply type it, or so forth. I'll sort of just do whatever. But yeah, that is it. I might do 5 next. I probably will. Just because I enjoy doing this, and it's, you know, it's fun. I like making sort of series. Just wondering if this is solid. No, of course it's not solid. You just fall under the map. So we might as well end it by falling under the map. I've always wondered what happened. So let's have a look. Whee! But anyway, So that is the end of the video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and the like button below. Also, guys, if you could drop a comment, that would really help us out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace out.